Hi, it's Kathleen from Bailey Academy, mom of five, homeschooling three of them, ages 10, 13, and 17. I have another homeschool book haul to share with you. I found out there was a homeschool yard sale nearby, and, well, nearish by, and I went to it, and I got $95 worth of books. So I'm going to show you what I got for $95. Technically, five of these books I met somebody at the yard sale that wasn't from the yard sale, but it's still homeschooling stuff. So the first five books I'm going to show you are the ones that I met somebody to see through online buying or whatever. So you'll probably recognize it if you're not new to homeschooling. This is the middle school one, study guide of computer science and coding. If you're not familiar with this series, there's middle school and high school, and these books are awesome. They're not curriculum or anything. They're good for supporting, adding things on, especially if you're making your own curriculum. So they're very colorful, and they have information and then questions so you can see if you're understanding. And they're the middle school one has, I don't know if it's showing all of them, but there's definitely not showing all of them. There's five. I think I have all of them except for the American history, which is fine because I'm not American. So I have that one. I have everything you need to know to ace math in one big fat notebook, to ace world history, science, and English language arts. And I got these $5 a piece, which they're normally, well, it says $15 US, but it's like I'm Canadian, so it'd probably be $20 at least each. And most of these are either new, never read, or like this is the only one that has anything on a little sticker and residue. They're all in great condition, if not excellent. So I'm super excited to get those. We do already own the high school chemistry one. So if there's any other ones that I want to get, then I'll work on that. But for now, at least have the mostly complete middle school one. Like I said, I don't need American history, so. All right, and then at the actual yard sale itself, I got a whole bunch of different stuff. They had lots of things that I couldn't use, otherwise I probably would have come home with the whole yard sale. But they had lots of cool stuff too. So we've already done anatomy a few times, but I have, kids who you do anatomy a couple times, so if they want to do high school anatomy, or if we just want to use this as a little, just for personal reference in the house. A body atlas. This book is pretty thick and is full color. Very good. I have a couple other human body books, but this one I think is better. So this will just be a great resource guide to have handy. Okay, we are doing Shakespeare next year, and I already have a lot of Shakespeare books, so I'm going to do a video on that very soon. So like and subscribe if you want to make sure you don't miss that. But I don't have Macbeth, and I wanted Macbeth, so I grabbed this. Just a simple Shakespeare book. If I never use it, it was $2, so I would read it myself even. I got, this looks cool, Microbe Hunters, the classic book of the major discoveries of the microscopic world. Honestly, I'm just going to read this myself at some point. If we use it in school, cool. But if not, I'm totally okay with it being just a book that I read. And again, this book looks like they bought it and never, ever, ever cracked it open. So for $2, thank you very much. This one here is just $1. Gentle Ben by Walt Morey. It's a fiction, children's fiction, for ages 8 and up. Okay, so this book, it says, the Alaskan wilderness is a lonely place for Mark Anderson, especially after the tragic death of his older brother. In time, Mark finds a friend named Ben, who happens to be an Alaskan brown bear, so huge that no one dares to come near him. Ben and Mark form a special bond, but when the townspeople find out about Mark's newfound friendship, they're determined to destroy it. And it's only through the strength of an enduring friendship that Ben and Mark have a chance of being saved. Sounds like a cute little book, and it's not very long, so I put it in our possible read aloud category. Alright. This one here we picked up more for my elder homeschooled daughter, but we may use it in our poetry tea time. It is the Selected Poems of Emily Dickinson, so I decided to grab that one for her, and so she can keep it if she wants, but it's got lots and lots and lots of poems. She must have wrote a lot. And it was only $1, so... Sorry about that. Dog keeps whining. So, selected poems of Emily Dickinson. That's about how big it is. For $1, great. Alright, this one's another one to add to our read aloud possibilities. The Saturdays by Elizabeth Enright. Never heard of it or anything. It just sounded cute. It says, the 4 Melody children live with their father and Cuffy, their beloved housekeeper, in a worn but comfortable brownstone in New York City. There's 13-year-old Mona, who has decided to become an actress, 12-year-old mischievous Rush, 10-and-a-half-year-old Randy, who loves to dance and paint, and thoughtful Oliver, who is just 6. Tired of wasting Saturdays doing nothing but wishing for larger allowances, the 4 Melodies jump at Randy's idea to start the Independent Saturday Afternoon Adventure Club, ISAAC, or Isaac. If they pool their resources and take turns spending the whole amount, they can each have at least one memorable Saturday afternoon of their own. Before long, Isaac is in operation, and every Saturday is definitely one to remember. Sounded cute. It's $1, so. I like to have selections for our read aloud so that we can pick, and if something's not working, we just have extra ones we can just grab. This one, I definitely wanted to get. The Story of Dr. Dolittle. I've been wanting to get this one. And again, for $1. Why not? I have children who love animals, and so this is a perfect book, and it's very skinny. It's not a very long one, so that one. This one, I got the suggestion of my mother. Watership Down. I have heard of it, but didn't really know anything about it. I've just heard people talking about it. I don't even know if I would use it, what I would use it for. I don't know if it's kind of long for a read aloud. I'm not even sure what age group it's for, but I grabbed it for $2, and it is children's fiction, so, I might just use it for a read aloud one time. I don't know, I'd have to take a look at it and see if it's something that our family would enjoy. And maybe if my mother wants to read it, she can borrow it. What else did I get? I got Mr. Popper's Penguins, which is another one that I've been wanting to get a hold of, and I love that I got a cute little version of it. I have the movie as well, so we could read the book and then watch the movie, which is always nice. And it's got cute little illustrations in it, too. So if you don't know what this one is, I will just read the back real quick. The lovable Mr. Popper dreams of being an intrepid Antarctic explorer, living life among the penguins alongside his hero, Admiral Drake. So he's shocked one day when the Admiral responds to his fan letter by sending him a package containing a real live penguin. Soon this penguin is joined by another, and before long Mr. Popper has an ice rink in his basement and a dozen delightful penguins living in his house. With hardly enough money to feed his family and an ever-increasing bill for raw fish and canned shrimp, what can the wonderful, imaginative Mr. Popper do but train his penguins and take the show on the road? So, it's a cute book. Well, technically I've never read the book, but it's a cute movie, so I'm hoping it's a cute book. Alright, this book is for me. I am a secular homeschooler, but I am myself a Christian, and I've never read anything by C.S. Lewis, except for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, but none of the adult nonfiction. So, I saw this. Comes with a bookmark for $2. I figured I'd grab it. So if you are not secular and you've read this, let me know what you think and if it's, worth the read. But I've heard lots of good things about it, so I definitely want to get a chance to try that out. Grab this, Oliver Twist. It's just a little kid's version of it, not the old hard-to-read version. They did have a beautiful hardback of the old English type writing, but I wanted something that the kids could understand if I choose to do it as a read aloud or having one of my children read themselves. So it's a little kids version. This one I picked up, Richard Feynman's 6 Easy Pieces, Essentials of Physics Explained by Its Most Brilliant Teacher. So my high schooler is doing physics next year, and so I thought this would be perfect, and it would be something that we could use when other children do physics as well, possibly. He's definitely a big name in physics, and so something we want to include in our homeschool. Speaking of science, I got this 5-book series. They're really skinny. Secrets of the Universe, it's called. Liquids and Gases, Principles of Fluid Mechanics. And each of these books is like glossy pages with color. So that's nice. Although it's mostly words. This one's Objects in Motion, Principles of Classic Mechanics. Principles of Light, Electricity, and Magnetism, Waves. Or the other way around. Matter and Energy, Principles of Matter and Thermodynamics. and Relativity and Quantum Mechanics, Principles of Modern Physics. So these will all come in handy, I'm sure, during science in high school. Only a couple more. Alright, the more expensive things, although still cheap. I finally found The Well-Trained Mind, a guide to classical education at home by Susan Wise Bauer and Jesse Wise for only $5. This is a big, hefty reference book of classical education, and although we're not classical educationists, we're eclectic, so I do a little bit of what works. So I've always wanted to read this and couldn't find it at my library for some reason. So I grabbed this up, and I can't wait to read it and see if it's as good as it sounds. Finally, in the curriculum type area, I've never used Matthew C, and we don't need a math curriculum, but I found pre-calculus with trigonometry, and my daughter is going to be doing calculus next year, and so although we won't be using this as a full curriculum, at least for this child, I figured that she could work through some of it over the summer, here or there, when she feels like trying to do some math, to make sure that she's up on because I don't think she's gone through trigonometry, and she needs to know that to do calculus. So we may add this in as some summer school or some quick at the beginning before we continue on, depending on how long the curriculum is that she's going to be doing for calculus, vectors, and whatever else she's supposed to be doing this year. So yeah, this is even the Canadian edition, which is cool. I just noticed that. So I grabbed this for $7. And I'm running out of room. Okay. We found the Complete French Vocabulary course, this is the same author and publisher that we use our French grammar one for. It's the Complete French Grammar course. This is another one of their books, by Dylan, and she has, this is the book, but you have video lessons too, and 200 exercises, free audios of the examples. So even though we probably won't be doing French next year, my daughter still wants to, be more fluent in French. So she can use this on her own if she wants. And not last thing, sorry. I grabbed this more for me than anything else. The anatomy coloring book. I've always wanted an anatomy coloring book. I think it's so cool, even though I don't color very much and it hurts my hand. I can do little bits at a time. I love to learn anatomy, and I don't know everything, so, well, nobody knows everything. But each page is, you color and label, and then this side tells you some more about what it is. Very cool. And the last thing I grabbed, which is actually 2 parts, I've never heard of it, but it says Around the World in 180 Days, a multi-grade guide for the study of world history, geography, and cultures. And I grabbed the student workbook and the teacher's guide. This is Apologia. Okay, so I didn't realize that. So it's not secular. So if you're looking for something secular, you don't want this. I will take a look and see. But everything I flipped through, since it's about the world, didn't really change anything. If they happen to mention God or the Bible, it's not a big deal. We can just skip over those parts. But everything I flipped over is just about the world, and it's not anything I couldn't use. But yeah, basically you explore all 7 continents, including geography, history, religion, culture, key people, and current events. So you're going to learn, it says religion, dominant regions of each religions of each continent, and the impact of Christianity. So there's some Christianity in there, obviously, but this is the only thing that I've ever seen from Apologia, because we don't buy from them because we're secular. So this will be my first chance to see what it's like. But I think it looks cool. That's what the inside looks like. And if I don't use it, I'll resell it. So no big deal. And that is what I got for $95 of homeschool resources. I just want to I can't wait to read stuff. So if you like homeschool hauls, I don't do them all the time because I don't, have a huge budget for buying homeschool books, but I like to get things when I can. And I also will be sharing about lots of stuff coming through the summer. So make sure you so that I know you like this video, well, if you did like this video, and subscribe, hopefully, so that you can catch all the new videos that are coming out soon. I just posted our hits and misses from the last school year, which was grade 4, grade 7, and grade 11. So check out if you haven't seen those yet, check out the channel. That's the word I was looking for. All right, and I'm going to sign off now. Have a great day, and bye.